Hi, everyone. Welcome to the G9ijaTV program, States of the African Nations. The point in subject today itself is Nigeria. Um, we all know what's been happening across the country, a lot of things happening, and people have been wondering what exactly is going on in Nigeria. It can be very disheartening when you look at the news and you see what exactly is actually going on. It's just unbelievable. Now, one of the things that I just want to start with, I think that is on everybody's radar, is the fact that we are actually having um, the presidential election next year. And this presidential election that we're having next year actually has to be one of the toughest because whoever is going to be president next year has got a whole lot of things actually happening, a whole lot of things that is going on, and they need to, it has to be an exceptional person that needs to be president, really. Now, what's one of the things that we've actually seen that actually came up, which is quite surprising, is we've had one of the former governor of Lagos State. Um, I think it's Alaji Tinubu. Um, Basically, he has thrown his heart into the ring, so to speak. He's going to see the president and to say that he's actually contested. Now he said he is going around the country consulting um, with various stakeholders to see, the sort of support. He's been getting some support there and there, but also it's safe to say that he's been getting he's been actually been getting some other resistance from other quarters as well. So one of the key person everybody is watching with keen interest itself is the vice president, Osibajo. He hasn't declared his interest. He's basically just say that he's actually looking to, he's just keeping mute. Whenever he's being asked, I think his PR or his PA basically just comes out to say, well, he's concentrating on his job as being vice president. I mean, I think they've still got well over a year. Was it less than a year or well over a year, really, um, for them to still go? But he's got a lots of goodwill among people that they've seen some of the things he could do, especially when you look at when President Buhari was actually sick and he was actually covering for the president then. Man, um, I saw what this man could do. I felt the impact of Osibajo. And I remember saying to some key friends of mine that if President Buhari wants to really do a lot of good, after him, he should, make sure that the vice president, this man has been loyal. Unlike some other people who basically once it's getting to around this time, they're already jumping out there declaring their interest, forgetting that they're still VP. But he's being very calm, cool. You know, I think a lot of people are really rooting for him. And in the news recently, I think today, we have I think some women's group that actually came out and said they want him. And for the first time, if you read some of the things they've said, some of the things they said don't sound like more or less like uh, the usual political jingles, just sort of, you know, like people just having blind support for their supposedly preferred person. But careful consideration. Everybody's saying that we all need to keep a level head. We all need to sort of calm that the person, because Nigeria is really in a precarious situation currently, and that we need to actually make very careful selection. This is not going to be the usual, they give them 5,000, then you sold your bad rights, and then you are complaining, that people are doing. If they offer you, take it, you know, but make sure you vote for the person that definitely that is going to work. This women group came out and said that they want him, and they listed a number of things they actually found in him that they think that Osibajo will make a very good president. And at the same time, we have some of Chief Tinubu's associates who have come out to as well, like is this Senator Ujudu, and I think there's one other senator that came out as well, and they both said they are pitching their tent with Osinbajo, even though the man hasn't come out, you know. But the truth of the matter is this: is that I think I'm one of those people as well that sort of believe that the vice president will do, if he does come out, it will be doing Nigeria a whole lot of good. People have said, oh, he's too docile, he's too said, man, it is not about being docile. Oh. We are in serious, we don't need somebody to come out and start whipping everybody or anything. We need someone who is decisive, someone who makes decision. And he has shown himself, he has shown himself to be that kind of person that doesn't mess about, go straight for the point. Now, I think the next thing we want to talk about is about the African Cup of Nations. Nigeria is doing brilliantly. They've actually dominated their group, and the first three major matches that they've won. And the interesting thing is that this has not been done under the guise of an expatriate coach, but this is actually being carried out by the indigenous interim coach, which is Augustine Eguavon. It's just unbelievable. And why is it that we find it difficult to actually use people, use coaches that are indigenous? I mean, look at what this man is doing. And I did read something earlier today about they were saying that they were not, yeah, he's not owned any kind of payment other than his normal salary. He's already been employed. Wait, I get that, but then we should show our appreciation that, okay, fine, it doesn't have to be an expatriate. If it's an expatriate, that they would have been costing us millions. So why can't we actually, well, even with what he has done so far, we should show our appreciation, by rewarding him. Yes, he has his normal salary. Yes, he's doing his job. But then we need to actually do that to show that, yes, that we care about our own. Why do you treat our own people like shit then? We bring in other people from elsewhere, and then, we pay them all this sort of, you know, I guess they are worth their money, but then, why can't we do, the point is, why can't we do the same for this man? I mean, what is done is shown himself to be, this guy is excellent, he's sterling. That's just what it is. So I don't see any reason why we can, I think people need to actually show the appreciation. The NFA need to actually show that. Forget about the fact that he's earning a salary. Yes, let that be. Even though they said he's been old, that he will be getting, I think something to do with, I think he gets bonuses for matches won. Yes. So, but then, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. We should still show our appreciation to him. Then the next thing, then now, let's talk about kidnapping. Kidnapping, man, wow. For those who are in the southwest, now we, especially Lagos, Ogun State, um, Lagos is especially, we are now feeling the impact. I mean, there've been series of incidents in the past 2 weeks that supposedly, allegedly, herdsmen and people who have actually had the fortune to actually escape them have said they are Fulanis. You know, to be quite honest, right? We can't really prove that for certain. But it must also be said that we've had people from the southwest, for instance, in Ekiti. Most of the people that have been arrested for kidnapping have actually been indigents, people from Ekiti themselves, like the case of the man that kidnapped his mother-in-law. I'm like, whoa, is it that bad? I know things are really bad in the country and everything, but it's not all that bad news. But literally, the government have to bear some brunt or some blame in regards to this as well. It's not an excuse because the country is going through a precarious situation whereby then that means that everybody start jumping out and start kidnapping, just say that we're trying to make money. But the situation is gotten so bad. I mean, Lagos Ibadan Express. Whoa, haha. No, 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 no. Although in the news yesterday, we actually found out that the police have been deployed over there. But I would have thought, shouldn't we be having like helicopters, flying up and down the express there? Shouldn't that be, to actually build confidence? Today, I read some things where people have to travel on the road, and apparently that the way they are driving is so bad that they're actually driving in such a very dangerous manner, just trying to, use their speed, to sort of mitigate against any danger that anything that might happen. So I mean, come on. The first one that we actually went was near Ibadan. For some reason, Ibadan seems to be a hotspot for them. How is this even possible? How is this possible? There's all sort of crazy stuff just going on across the country. Ritual killings. I know, but come on. What is going on? I don't know. So the other thing that I was then talk about, on top of all of this, they're talking about removal of subsidy. Whoa. They want to remove subsidy? That is even seriously so bad. All subsidy that we know that any little thing right now, is this the right time to be able to do that? What other measures are being put in place to, mitigate against the hardship that will surely follow? Because I think currently it's about 165, is it 145, 165 per liters? Now we're trying to actually take it down to 360 something, or is it 320 something? I'm not exactly sure, but whoa, any kind of increase right now, people are actually going through tough times. Foods, food are expensive, and then we actually want to do this. I think they actually need to do on that. The government needs to do everything, even though there seems to be this from I think there seems to be a denial from the Minister of Information, saying that the President Buhari never said they should remove subsidy. But I mean, why can't we just find lasting solution to a lot of things that are happening right now? Do we just have to just keep on, we're just stumbling from one thing to the other? Where are the people that truly care about the nation? You know, what exactly, they say they're doing things, but then some of it is just unbelievable. So, well, folks, this is just the initial stream that we're just coming up with in our program. So, if there's anything that you think we can actually do, because there are other things we're actually looking to do, because this is meant to be State of Nations of Africa. So Nigeria is just a point in case currently. So we'll be doing, we're talking about things happening in Ghana, just across Africa, basically, the continent. I think we all need to begin to speak up. There's a lot of things we need to begin to take charge of. So, well, from me, my name is Olatunde Makidano Faponda. So I would just like to actually say to everyone, thanks. Just watch this. Give your feedback. Let us know exactly what you think. There are other programs that will be coming up on G9ijaTV. So, you know, we are first among us. You can believe otherwise. So thanks, folks, and good night, and see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.